Talk about how you met up with John and hung out with John without John being aware that you guys were hanging out.
True. Good story. Yeah, so John texted me. I guess he was just wandering around looking for people. He texted me. He's like, "Where are you at?" I said, "All right, I'm in the dealer's room. I'll come out right now, though." So I walk towards the exit, and John's, waiting by the exit. He makes eye contact with me when I'm like 6 or 7 feet away. So I'm like, okay. And then he starts walking, like in the same direction. So I'm like, okay, we're walking out. And we're walking beside each other for a good 2 or 3 minutes. And so I'm looking for everyone else, and then all of a sudden, like, he freaks out, like he's surprised. He's like, "Oh, there you are." I'm like, what do you mean, there I am?
We've been hanging out for 3 minutes.
Been walking beside you for a couple of minutes. I'm pretty sure I was talking to him.
You're pretty sure he was replying.
Yeah. I don't remember what I said, but I said something, and I'm pretty sure he acknowledged it, or at least didn't deny it. That's good.
You're not paying attention, John.
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
I
turned my head.
I guess he glanced my way, and then he went to leave, but he was leaving just as I was beside him. So I was like, "Oh, we're both leaving.
We're leaving together now." But no, you were leaving
together,
separately, right next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a start and a half. I was a bit of.
He jumped a little.
I did.
Got a little jumpy.
I was like, "Whoa, where'd you come from?" I was next to you for the past 2 minutes.
When we entered the dealer's room and split up, I didn't see anyone until I bumped into Jamie in the Kuanichi room. The Kukajuku room.
Damn, gotcha.
Because I went to go look at things, and then I was like, "Oh, Jamie's literally right next to me." And then we acknowledged each other and confirmed that we are aware of each other's presence for a moment.
Lucky
And then
you.
I said, John and Tim are in the dealer room, and then we both walked different directions, and I met up with my sister.
I was going a different way.
And then we couldn't find him again, so...
And that's
That was
when
it.
Tim and I's adventure happened.
Yeah, that's when I got the text from Jamie, like,
It
"Oh,
was
we're
all
meeting up
safe,
here."
huh?
And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I'm pretty much done here."
That
So
was my second time in the dealer's room, too.
Yeah.
I gave it the first time I was like, just gave it a quick glance, and then I wanted to go line up for the Nominoichi.
Yeah.
And the good thinking on that, because that was a huge line.
It was a huge mess.
Ooh,
for
Tim
me.
and I
it, was
lucked
like
out.
it was like 3 or 4 different lines.
Yeah,
though.
Tim
We
and I
were,
lucked
we
out.
were
We're
in the
like,
second one.
yeah, we're like, oh, we're just going walk here. We're like,
When you
where the
say
hell's this line
second,
stop?
when you say second, do you mean the further one from
Yeah.
where we were
Yeah.
approaching it?
He was right next to the wrestling.
I got in that line too, because I
You must have been
didn't.
further.
I knew it was at 7, and I went to check my phone. I was like, "Oh, these guys aren't replying. Are they busy?" And it was like, "Oh, it's 7:15." So I was texting you guys, "Oh, where is it?" But no one texted me back.
yeah.
So I
Do you
just
even have my most recent number?
I don't have any phone number of yours. I texted Tim and Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I just didn't.
Tim just
feel
didn't
like-
acknowledge it.
I didn't acknowledge it until I left the Nominoichi because
Yeah.
it was
you
It's hard
can't
to-
really feel it because there's people bumping into you.
Yeah, and you don't hear it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's,
I just
there's
have it on
so much
vibrate.
noise.
But
Well, I don't even
Tim
have
looks
it
like
on
it was
sound
Derek's
anymore.
looking for us. I ain't going to respond
Oh,
back. And he did the jerk off motion and walked away.
I did that after.
He walked out of line to go to the end of the line
Yeah.
just to enhance his statement.
Yeah.
No,
I had enough of that.
yeah,
bullshit.
I didn't know where it was, so I headed towards where it was last year, and I was like, "No, it's not here." So I wandered towards wrestling because I'm like,
It's easy.
I
Just find
want
the big lines.
Yeah, I was like, I want to film a bit of wrestling for a background of a podcast we're doing, and then I just saw a sign. I was like, I knew it was an N word, but I still don't remember what it was. Like, that looks Nominoichi. That's probably it. So I just got into the further line too.
It was just the N word on a banner.
That would have been very offensive.
Well, if it was, then he would have started yelling YOLO and swag, because that's
YOLO
been the running
swag.
theme of the
YOLO.
day, whatever you see.
Yeah, that's how we got
That's
that.
gonna be a running theme of the rest of my life. YOLO and swag.
Oh man, this guy, are we allowed in this parking lot? Don't worry, I got this. YOLO swag, YOLO swag. Okay, we're good.
You let
You just
He let
need,
us in.
you just need to prove you're legit by YOLOing and swagging as hard as you can.
Do you know- Do you know there's a casino going to be set up?
I've never heard of it.
In the Doubletree?
Double.
Yeah, it says ID required. It's tomorrow night.
I've never even.
Oh, you know what better be playing there 24/7?
Fucking blackjack.
I was going to say Casino Night Zone music,
One.
but yeah.
Is Blackjack 21?
Yes.
Yeah, Blackjack.
Blackjack.
Triple triad.
Oh, that'd be awesome if you could play that for money.
Do you have a Zelda
You
card?
know what?
Decent, that
Considering
game.
it is Anime North, you would expect Triple Triad to be there.
Nominoichi.
Yeah, I got.
It was
my,
bigger this year.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
probably
really
worse.
so.
Audacious. I don't know if there was more tables. But
Probably weren't more
there's just-
tables. There's
I
more.
more space.
There's more waiting room.
Yeah.
There was a whole good section where you could actually take some pictures too.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was more space, maybe a few more tables.
maybe.
I don't even know if there were any more tables, but
Yeah.
I found my guy who sold Pokemon cards for cheap and bought
Yeah.
some.
I know a guy.
He also sold me the sweet ass Machamp shirt last year, and I could have looked through the pile for another one, but I didn't.
I was just looking for cheap PS3 and Saturn games, and I bought a cheap PS3 and Saturn game there.
I bought that Final Fantasy 3 from the guy who didn't understand the concept of change.
The one thing I did see there though was I saw 2 little Digimon figurines.
I saw a bunch of Digimon stuff.
A bunch?
Yeah, there was one that had like an Angemon and then a Greymon, but
Shit, I wasn't looking hard enough. I only saw
there was one table had a whole bunch of Digimon stuff, and then there was another
Maybe
table
it's
that had.
sold out.
and
by
I
the time we
didn't
got
even
there.
see that. No, I was in line when it opened. I was in there
Yeah.
almost immediately.
It was a
Was
very
that
crowded
Nominoichi?
one,
Were
and
they-
I think they were expensive too.
Yeah, probably because the ones I saw an XVmon with a little Vidramon with it, and a Black War Greymon, and I was thinking like $10 max when they're just little figures. Like how much for the Digimon figures? Like, these ones are $40 each. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, I really love Digimon, but $40 for a figure is pushing it. Because
Yeah.
I'm not really a big figure guy.
There were some small Pokemon plushies too that I saw, and they were all like $20 each. I'm like, Laura likes Rayquaza, but not $20 for a small plushie.
She doesn't like it. $20.
And I'm sure you could find cheaper plushies
Yeah.
in the dealer's room because Pokemon's not
Even
a very
just
underground
eBay,
thing. Yeah.
if need be. Although the last time I did order and paid for an Articuno for Tim's birthday, and it never arrived.
Did you report those bitches?
No, it was like $5.
I report them. Get them
Or to get their
negative
rating down.
Yeah,
feedback.
I ought to have. I didn't even remember it until months later. I'm like, I ordered this back in like December, and it never came.
And if you go to eBay, they won't keep it in your records for very long, so you
Yeah,
can't
I know.
really do much about it.
Yeah.
I did that. I ordered 2 dance mats like years and years ago for DDR, and it was like a $40 purchase too. And then I emailed them like, all right, these companies like, oh yeah, it's just a bit slow right now. And then the next time when I remembered to do it, eBay didn't have the record of that purchase at all in my
Yeah.
account, so like I can't contact or prove I bought it. So
That's what happened with this one.
yeah,
too.
you gotta pay. Like I just simply don't have the memory for things. Like when I order something and it arrives, it's like a surprise. Like wow, cool thing. I don't even remember buying this.
Take
Actually,
Helix Stream. I
when
love
I-
Helix Stream for that reason.
When I bought my when I bought my new camera, it came like 4 days later, and when I got a package, I'm like, what is this package? Because I was actually I was expecting it to arrive a few days before Anime North because it told me it would. It came just a few days later. And this was like 2 weeks ago.
So
So
whoever's listening to this, you should go to dx.com, go to $2 gadgets, order some random shit, and then forget about it. And in 6 weeks, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I got mustaches and condoms.
Yep. And a Ninja Star.
And a Ninja Star.
100 condoms.
A dildo
a
shuriken.
dildo
Sure.
shuriken. Now I have to put a download link for that sweet desktop.
That is an awesome disc.
All right, it's in the
With the
description.
stock art line still there.
Oh, you want the classic one? That one's garbage.
You have an updated one?
Yeah.
yeah.
I still, okay, no. I've only still remember the original. I was there for the genesis of the original.
I made a desktop quality version of it. I actually drew an entire ninja
You
using
did.
vectors, so it could be huge.
Oh,
It's yeah.
that's awesome.
You
It's
gotta
like,
get that.
what desktop do you guys
So
use?
now Jamie has to find this video. The download link is in the description. I don't. I guess I'll make an Imager account so I can put it on there. I don't have anywhere to upload things.
Mhm.
And there, I will display a picture of it if you're looking at the video while you're listening to this. It's,
As soon as I say
YouTube
it,
doesn't
pop
allow
up.
nudity. Does that count?
That's not nudity.
It's
No,
definitely
It's a shuriken.
A dildo isn't nude.
Well, it's the dildo looks exactly like a penis.
Yeah,
with
no,
a
and
black
shuriken
plastic.
But it's
form.
plastic, though.
And it's in shuriken form.
Actually, they do allow nudity, but they have to be
Yeah.
like flagged special as
Yeah.
like educational or something.
Or just have not gone unnoticed. There's
Yeah.
a music video that's basically a porno.
There's
You can find links to all that stuff. There's a whole Reddit there's a subreddit dedicated to
There's
not
actually,
safe for not safe for work YouTube videos.
funny you should say that. I think the most recent Rammstein music video is 80% pornography.
Yeah, that's German porn, so that's like
Yeah.
violent.
Yeah,
Violent
it's
shit. Fucking
is
Shiza.
actually
Oh,
Scheiße.
the Scheiße.
I
The
bought
Scheiße.
the bought the updated Rammstein music video collection. I've yet to watch it, but I'm really interested to know if it's the uncensored.
They're going to
version.
open it, and it's just going to be a meat spin
I wouldn't even be
with
upset.
Rick Astley.
Wouldn't even be upset.
Rick rolling it.
Yeah, the
Oh.
one on YouTube for the Rammstein music video, whenever they do cut to nudity, it's the whole screen is blurred, and I was like, maybe that's just how the video is. But I guess I'm gonna confess that I look at porn. Big deal. Everyone does it.
Obviously.
If you're listening, you know you've done it anyway.
If you
so
don't look at porn, you're weird.
yeah, it's just weird. So if you haven't,
creep.
get the hell out of here,
Fucking
you
creepy.
weirdo.
Why are you on the
Pedophile?
internet if you don't look at porn?
Yeah, what's the point of having the internet? Anyways,
Yeah, how did you get here?
so I have spotted it on a porn website, and I was like, is there actually nudity? I watched the thing, I was like, wow, this actually has full frontal nudity for most of the video.
Nice.
So I mentioned. Did I even mention that in when I was talking about it? I don't think
Blue
I
gender?
did because it wasn't in my bag. It was over there.
Yeah, probably not yet.
Yeah.
You've been taking a long time to get through your shit.
Oh, I thought I was done because I
They
heard
just
that.
started going off talking to like Shiza Films and
Okay,
Rammstein.
so getting back to what I bought, this is the last thing. I took it out of my bag earlier, so I forgot. But I found the complete collection of Blue Gender for $10.
Pretty good deal.
A little bit of a story attached to it. When I saw it and I was waiting for the person selling it to be available to be like, hey, I want to get this. And actually a girl right next to me picked it up and started looking at it, so I got really nervous. So like, oh, if she buys this, I'm gonna be so upset.
Got
I
really
like
nervous.
Blue
A girl standing beside.
Yeah, but
That
that wasn't nerve wracking enough. She was gonna buy the thing I wanted. I was like, oh my god, it's such a good deal. She's probably gonna get it. And then she actually asked him about it, like, oh, what's this like? So I was like, it's kind of like Starship Troopers. And he's like, that's a good analogy. And she was like, yeah, I guess not. So I'm like, I wanted this. No, I gave her. I was like, this is a good anime. I've seen it, so I'll give you the opportunity to buy it. Otherwise, I was just about to. She's like, oh no, it's okay. So I happily own all of Blue Gender for $10.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Do you remember Epic Sax guy in the line? And he was like,
he was
doing
terrible.
He wasn't epic.
He was bad sax guy. He wasn't very good at the sax.
Or the wrestling, the guy who looked like Guile, and they started playing Mortal Kombat music.
Yeah.
They always played Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Ryu and Guile get
Well,
into the ring and then they play
nothing
Mortal
makes
Kombat.
you want to fight more than hearing the Mortal Kombat thing.
More than hearing the word fight.
Yeah.
Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
You know, there's actually and this game will appear in a later video. I've already planned it.
I don't
But
know. But it makes me want to fight.
the best fight intro is actually in a terrible fighting game called Rise to Resurrection, and it's just engage. That's the best I've ever heard. It's just so cool, but the game sucks. Look forward to Chris and Rob playing it. I'm gonna make them suffer through all my fighting games. Saturn fighting games are not very good.
Saturday morning cartoon bonanza.
Is that a legit thing?
It's a legit thing.
That happens every year.
What is it? Just like Saturday morning cartoons?
Bonanza.
I think Digimon was considered a Saturday morning cartoon.
Probably.
I remember I would wake up early Saturday mornings to watch it, so I think that counts.
I used to get up to
I
watch
would-
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I would
Like
say
grade
Sonic
eight
the
or-
Hedgehog is, but I think that was a
That
wasn't a Saturday morning. That was like a weekday morning, 6 o'clock.
No, the Sonic, the good one with the theme song.
Yeah, Sonic.
That
the
was a
Hedgehog,
Saturday
the
morning.
TV
Yeah,
show.
that was good. I had that.
I
Like,
remember
why didn't I finish watching that yet? I had the
I
whole
don't know.
season on it.
I remember it was on super early, like 5 in
Yeah,
the
like
morning.
5 or 6.
5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah, it was ridiculous,
What?
but it was so good.
I liked it. He's always running.
Street.
He always wanted those.
He's
chili
always
cheese
running.
He wanted
Always,
those chili
yeah,
cheese dogs.
the most typical things.
Yeah, like that's what all
He's
he was
always
ever-
moving so fast. That's Sonic.
It was basically just the alternate version of the Wile E. Coyote. Robotnik would always try to drop stuff on him.
Oh, you're thinking of the crappy one.
Yeah.
I was talking about the one with the theme song with the Freedom Fighters and stuff.
Oh,
The good
with the 3 band members.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
older than that. Not Sonic Underground.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
called like
Sonic
Sonic
Underground.
Saturday AM or something like that. It was like
no.
early 90s.
Yeah, I was thinking like the old one.
You're
that was
talking
kinda
the
cheesy,
thing one with
the
like
Wile E.
Steve Urkel's voice was in it.
I don't remember.
It was
if
Steve Urkel's voice.
I just remember it being on early, and it was basically the exact same thing as Wile E. Coyote. He would just run in like the desert,
I was
and then he
talking about
would
the
stop
good
to get a chili cheese dog, because that was the trap.
Yeah,
And then-
instead of birdseed.
and then something
it was
tried
just
to fall on him, but he
it
run
was
away.
just reskinned Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
It was. What a now that I think about it, it's probably a bad show.
Now that I'm really reflecting on it, the nostalgia's all gone.
Yeah,
I really like Sonic Underground though. Catchy tunes, if nothing else.
they were in a band.
You
That's
guys
silly.
don't remember the good one.
I don't think so.
It's like Blue Streak, here comes Sonic the Hedgehog. You don't remember that
Because
one?
even the good one wasn't that.
It was awesome. Shut the hell up.
Shut your
You got those
dirty mouth.
nostalgia goggles on. You better watch it.
They got footage.
Yeah, we ate at Jack Astor's.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Oh,
Eventually.
man.
Yeah.
Frig.
It was quite.
Hey, do
we,
you want an
we
iced
hung out
tea?
at Jack Astor's for about an hour and then we ate.
And we ate eventually.
Hey, do you want an iced tea? I'll bring you one right away. 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
Man,
It is
I wish I had my iced tea
really-
right
It is
now.
really busy though.
It was so
Like
busy.
Tim said, there's like 20,000 people here. Of course, the restaurants within
Well, we got in pretty
a
fast.
stone's
within
throw
a
are going to
mile.
be really busy.
We got in with like 10, 15 minutes.
Well, we got in pretty quick, but it was they were so busy like telling people that there was going to be a wait that they weren't serving the people.
Yeah.
Sitting
Yeah,
there.
there's just too many people coming in.
Food was good though.
It was alright. Yeah, I had that wicked ass pizza.
And my burger was alright.
Good pizza.
The fries were a bit under fried.
Really, mine were fine.
They were
I thought they were
Salt stopped obeying gravity
Oh,
for
yeah.
me again.
So we've had a problem with salt today in general.
Yeah,
It happened at
we went
breakfast.
to Perkins before we even got to Anime North, and
Salt
we
wouldn't
went
go.
to dump salt on fries, and no, like it didn't move. It was
It
just,
didn't rustle in the
It,
container
it was
at all.
frozen in the container. So Tim's like, "Oh, I'll just grab the one on the other table." Same thing. It's stuck in there. So
Gravity doesn't work at Perkins.
if you're gonna eat at Perkins, bring your own salt.
And Dereck
Or
had
your own
another,
gravity.
another good idea
We
Dereck
just
had
gotta
was
mash it around with a fucking straw.
Yeah, you just gotta cram a straw in there.
Derek's other good idea at Toys R Us was to get a pinata and fill
Yeah.
it up with Lego.
Fill
Mhm.
a pinata with Lego and break it in the car on the way here just for funsies.
It's a good idea.
That would have been a lot of fun. Especially because Tim and Jamie would have thought there'd be candy in it.
I think I'd be more
Oh, it's
excited
candy
for
Lego! Ah, it's a little hard.
Wrecking my gums in life.
I've never had those candies, but I've always seen
Yeah.
them at the bulk barn.
You
I-
could
I-
actually build stuff with them.
No,
Building block candy.
I've had them. They tear your gums apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
ju-
I
can
remember they
imagine.
used to have them at Byway when Byway was a thing.
Just think.
I remember Byway. Big V.
Just
Oh,
You
yeah.
remember Big V?
I try not to.
Kmart?
Big V is a Chinese restaurant now.
That's so weird. Oh, well, I thought you meant like that was like a chain.
Turned into a chain of Chinese
Yeah, yeah,
restaurants.
It's Big V. That
Emerald China. Yeah.
Big V
I think with a lot of
Chinese
things.
restaurants.
Yeah.
Big V, then Shoppers, and some women's clothing store after Shoppers moved, and then a Chinese restaurant
Big
because that's
V.
logical progression.
When we got here, we basically drove around for an hour looking for an LCBO.
We found
Oh, it wasn't hours. Probably like 10 minutes.
You can't turn left here. Ah, that's cool. You can turn left.
No,
Yeah.
we'll turn left anyways.
Yeah, we
and
can
it
do
was
it.
coming out.
Everything turned out okay.
We only got arrested a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of roast. Well, see, we're in Canada, so if someone arrests us, just be like, "Please, no, we have things to do." They'll be like, "Okay, we'll wait.
Mhm.
They'll get us later on." the
I
way
just
back."
turn on the hazards. That makes everything illegal.
Yeah, you can U-turn on the highway with hazards on. Totally legal.
Well, that's pretty much all I really did today. Me and Tim went to a viewing of Burst Angel or Angel Burst.
I believe it's in the book. It says Angel Burst.
I'm pretty sure it was
But
called Burst
It
Angel.
was called.
though.
Yeah, it was in the opening. It's Burst Angel.
I think we can rely on the actual
Oh no
anime.
no, it says Burst Angel. I'm
Okay.
just
You're
dyslexic.
just dyslexic. You've been dyslexic and lying to me the whole
I
time.
did some spoonery, but with the whole word.
Yeah, it's called Burst Angel. And we watched a viewing of that. Some really lame people came in halfway through the last episode they showed, which was kind of annoying. Yeah, they were talking and
Obnoxious
laughing.
laughs. Commentary through the whole thing.
Was it goddamn Tim Hortons crew?
No, it was some
Maybe
of the,
even worse, really.
yeah, they were at least
'Cause-
more rude
Because yeah,
because you're at least you're not supposed to talk during.
you
like
just
a
you just
movie.
you watch
You
if
just watch.
if
Keep
if
your mouth
you,
shut.
if you talk, it's during the credits and opening between
Yeah.
episodes, and that's it. You just be like, oh, we're just saying that, whatever.
They were talking
Yeah,
the whole thing.
but yeah, Burst Angel wasn't as fast paced as I was expecting it to be. You know what? Actually, this has been happening in America. Well, they'll actually send you a physical letter telling you what they've caught you downloading, and they'll ask you to stop pirating movies.
Why?
Because America cares.
America.
They care about things all of a sudden.
I don't think it's not illegal here. We have different laws.
No, it's illegal.
It's
No,
still
it's illegal to upload, I think. I don't think it's illegal to download.
Yeah, no, I think it's illegal to download, but they target suppliers first because they try to nip it in the bud. Actually,
no, I don't think they can actually charge you for downloading. I'm pretty sure it's just distributing.
I'm pretty sure download because actually when I was,
I'm pretty sure it's downloads too, except that now, like the States, they could sue you for a retarded amount of money, but Canada, it's like $5,000 max.
Yeah, tops.
That's still a retarded amount of money.
Not if you download enough.
It's
not
life
3
in
billion.
prison.
Yeah.
It's not them.
They'll charge you $5,000. Like jokes on you have downloaded $10,000 worth of movies.
Yeah.
Because they always play the card like they think you don't know you're doing bad. Like, oh, we just want to offer, programs to help protect you and prevent things like that. Because they always just assume someone else, well, they assume you did, but they play it off like they're not accusing you.
Oh, your neighbors might have been stealing your Wi-Fi and downloading dirty
They always
porn.
play it off like they're not accusing you and they want to help you prevent
Dereck was a kid at the time. It was cool.
It wasn't kiddie porn. It was normal porn.
Yeah, it was the same age as me.
Same porn.
It's not even them persecuting on behalf of copyright. That's just them trying to save their ass from not having to pay for the bandwidth at that point.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, somebody's actually using their download limit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
This guy's got too many XXX dialers. They like in America, like, oh, you did this, you're gonna be fine. Whereas in Canada, it's like, did you do this? And you're just like,
nope.
No.
They're like,
okay.
Oh, you must not have. Then we must have our records.
Sorry for troubling you. Like that's one of the stereotypes that's really true. Is you stab someone, like, why'd you do that? I'm having it bad. You're like, well, I hope it goes better for you. But I'm sorry.
I hope I can help out in any way.
Yeah.
Actually, you could. I'll stab you a few more times.
And they'd be happy to let you do it. Well, John's far away now.
I locked the door so the room service people can't walk in on our who's in my mouth parade.
Walking on the orgy I've planned for as soon as this podcast ends.
I'm too tired for an orgy.
Good thing Derek's doing all the work.
Yeah, you guys just lay there. I'm a generous lover. I guess that's really all there is to talk. No, after that we watched Magical Girl Madoka.
Yeah.
Well, one episode because I didn't want to sit through. I do love the second episode and I wanted you to see it, but the people were literally directly behind us. Like, let's just.
I liked it enough to where I will continue to watch it.
Just watch it at home, not surrounded by douchebags, and you'll like it a lot more.
So rude.
Hey, do you want to go to Tim's house and talk behind him while he's watching it?
Hey Tim, what are you watching? Oh, this thing called John. We gotta go to Tim's. We got a commentary on this anime that he's watching.
No, they're so rude. No respect these days.
That's fucking.
No one has some.
Once again, courtesy. Like, not to go against the demographic of people that we are, but like, man, nerds just don't understand social norms. Like, it's like earlier at like 11:30 before you guys got here, there's like people fucking yelling in the hallways and stuff. It's like, come on, shut the hell up. People are trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Not everyone's here for the goddamn con.
Do you think it's?
I saw some pilots and whatnot checking in.
Yeah, there's a bunch of pilots and air traffic people.
Yeah, they got things to do in the morning.
Yeah.
Like I'm not exactly an alpha male. I know my place, and it's at least above most people that like anime. I'm not like a really cool dude. Don't get me wrong. I'm not that much higher above them, but I am aware that I'm weird. Whereas I'm pretty sure they don't realize how awkward and socially.
Well, no, it's that they think they can just completely hang loose here. They're like, oh, I'm surrounded by my people. I can be whatever I want.
Nobody's your people.
Well, see, that's the thing, though, is they think that everyone else is like that. Yeah. And most of them are. Everyone's just like that.
I think it's just teenagers in general, really.
They're not even teenagers, though. They're like in their 20s and 30s. Yeah. That guy who's like, the line starts over there. I was like, yeah, we've been here for like 10 minutes waiting, and you just formed a line over there, so fuck you. That guy was 40. Like 40.
Yeah. I'd say our age group is a little bit above average, but not so much that it's weird that we're here. There are a lot of people that definitely appear older.
There was like a 55-year-old guy dressed up as fucking Speed Racer.
Yeah.
A fat, overweight Speed Racer.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah, he was right behind us in the line.
He was one of those BO guys.
Oh, lots of those.
Oh, that's okay.
Plenty of those.
I'm fine where I am right now.
All right. I think we're pretty much that. Brings us to where we are now. We came here, played Cards Against Humanity. I'm eating this Pocky and getting drunk.
I think
I'm getting ready for bed. Getting a little tired up.
I'm getting pretty sleepy. Been awake since 6 a.m. I usually go to bed at 6 a.m. because I work nights, so it's just weird at all that I was awake before 4 p.m. It's just weird for me.
Does anyone have any plans for tomorrow?
Yeah, wake up.
I mean,
I don't
day
plan
in general.
to wake up.
I plan to do a lot of taking pictures.
Yeah.
I want to go swimming at some point since
yeah.
our class.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe an after breakfast swim.
Yeah.
Not
What are we
much,
doing for
nice.
breakfast? Are we just gonna eat at like the restaurant in the hotel?
Depending on prices, if it's like last year where it was $13 for a bowl of
Well,
fucking
no, it's
cereal,
not that
not
bad.
even exaggerating.
This place is more or less the same prices as the Jack Astor's Boston Pizza crowd. Because that's what they're directly.
But
Oh, I could always hit up
I don't know
Perkins
what
if
they're
we need
doing.
I don't
to.
know what their breakfast is because they only had
Yeah,
dinner menu.
their breakfast prices weren't on the website.
Oh, I could hit
So
up
they might
Perkins
not
if
even
need be.
have breakfast.
They do have a breakfast menu. It just didn't have the prices listed.
Oh.
It didn't load
Because they're
properly.
so Stanley.
Didn't the hotel we had?
Last year, they
Yeah.
were $13 for
Yeah.
a bowl of cereal.
But this is a chain restaurant. This isn't like that one's a specialty
Maybe I'm
restaurant.
thinking 2 years ago because I remember someone's hotel had free breakfast.
That was the residence 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause
Whatever.
I remember me and Chris, we were in a separate hotel when we came here. We just went downstairs and got breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, worst comes to worst, we could drive over to Perkins.
Oh yeah. We'll check it here and then.
I think if we're gonna eat, we should drive to a place because everywhere close, we're gonna be waiting.
Be busy.
We might as well come back here. Take
Well,
the
I
car
will
we
check
rented.
out the place
We'll
down
check it
here.
because it's downstairs. So
And then
then
if
we'll check it out.
it's cheap and
Yeah.
decent, we'll just stay here. and
We're
if not,
we're
we'll-
passing by downstairs on the way to the car. We
Yeah.
might as well. And then if it's busy,
We
we'll
can
just
ask for a menu or something.
yeah we'll drive to a place that's kind of far away where we know it won't be super
And
busy.
it's not even that far. It's just the other side of the con, really.
Yeah.
Just fuck walk that.
No,
On that note, I guess we should sign off.
Yeah, I guess we're done. We got
it's tomorrow's pictures and
yeah.
Cool.
I didn't have
Photo
anything
shoots.
planned for tomorrow except watching one of the Berserk movies at a showing room at like
Oh, this-
10 p.m.
Just hang out.
Yeah, it's just gonna be hanging out, relaxing,
Hang out.
taking photos.
I want to take a lot of pictures.
I hope it's
I
not
wanna
windy.
I hope the weather's good.
yeah.
Yeah, I am just praying it's not windy because my hat won't stay on. I didn't think to attach it to my head like with a strap. But yeah, I just hope it's not windy so my hat stops blowing up.
The wind had kind of died down when we got out of the restaurant. So
Yeah, it got slower. I just hope there's none at all tomorrow. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a sun hat, so it's big. As soon as the wind comes, it
It's not
grabs
it's
it.
not a wind hat.
Yeah, it blocks the sun, not the wind.
It takes the wind.
converts it into sun.
Yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. I guess we'll come back and talk about what happened tomorrow on the next time. So, guess we're signing off now. Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Nice.
And I'm Ron Berg.
Fuck you, San Diego.
Hey, you better stop this.
Stay classy.